What's going on, everybody? Goodness gracious. So let's see, there are 3, 4. How's everybody doing this evening? Goodness. Okay, that's the word. How was everybody? Alright, so let's see, who do we have on? Rich, you there? Actually, Rich Discovery was already in here. So we have Chuck. Tom is here. Tom, did you get to cook on the drum today? Hopefully you did. 5 of you guys. So I have a little bit of a surprise, actually. All right, Tom, what you think? What happened? Go on, come on. Anticipation. Super Johnny, how you doing, man? You haven't been on in a couple weeks. How's everything? Hopefully all is well with you, sir. We have 5 people on. Came out great. Mr. Perez, how you doing this evening? Awesome. That's what's up, Tom. I'm glad to hear. Tom cooked on the drum. All right, so I have a bit of a surprise. One of you guys surprised me and sent me something, but what it is actually not for me. It's for you guys. So let's wait till we get a few more folks on. Well, Johnny, you know, too many LS swaps, I guess, Johnny. Man, Tom said it held temp for over 7 hours. Yeah. And that was just while you were cooking today? Super Johnny said, yeah, I guess that too much LS swapping. LS swap the world. Speaking of LS swaps, SEMA, man. Bucket list item to get to SEMA. Nice. Johnny, you just make them for yourself, or, you know, not for yourself, but you're in business. Jack, how you doing? Betty, you there? Hi. All right, so this chicken was done in 3.5 hours. And even if it did take him 7 hours to do his chicken, maybe, you know, that's how he likes his chicken, Chuck. I don't know. All right, so I started saying I have a bit of a surprise for you guys. Sean, how you doing this evening? Thanks for hanging out on the live streams the other day. Greatly appreciate it. Whole chicken cut in half. Tom said he started the fire early. All right. Tell you, it's talking. Talking makes me yawn. Does anyone else have that issue? That same problem? All right. So tonight, nice. Hi, Betty. Sean, man, you know, that's tough. So Jack sent me some pictures of some of the things that he's working on around his shop. Man, I'm kind of jelly. I want a lift in my garage. That's like, I used to say the one thing I don't have in my garage was a cherry picker. Excuse me, was the cherry picker. Nice. That's what's up, Johnny. Then I got myself a cherry picker. So now I've kind of, the only thing I don't have in my garage is a lift. For the most part. Johnny says, building for the public, working on a 250-gallon smoker for the local police department right now. That sounds awesome. Are you doing an offset or a reverse flow? Just curious. All right. Mechanics and barbecue for the win. Yeah, buddy. White bullet vids. Offset. Dope. Most people who do barbecue are tinkerers just by nature, I guess. Or most mechanics are tinkerers and then they tinker in anything. Barbecue included. Anybody else still struggling with the time zone? Well, not time zone. The daylight savings time. All right, that's what's up. I checked the. So one of the things that I try to do, and maybe I'll try to make this a little more, more well known, is I will try to check the P.O. box at least on Wednesdays, due to the fact that I'm doing a live stream on Wednesdays. Thank you very much. Due to the fact that I do the live stream on Wednesdays, and any packages or letters, excuse me, I can open up and we can talk about them. Yeah, daylight savings time does suck. It stinks. Yeah, well, Tom, you love the night because you worked overnight for a long time. So, shoot, I do the same way. I burn at both ends, but I think the talking has me yawning. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna go get. Speaking of the P.O. box, I got a care package today, and I don't want the information of the sender to be seen, so we're gonna just take that off. Come on. Alright. So, I got a package today. Here's the package. I do need a drink. Hold on. Actually, I think I'm gonna move you guys. We're gonna move into the kitchen. Only because I'll be able to open this up a little easier from the kitchen. Hopefully. Now I have to. Woo! Sorry. To get the camera set up and everything. Alright, now I'm trying to debate whether All right, so can you guys see this okay? Anybody, let's take some guesses. What do you guys think is in this box before I open it up? Let's play a game. Shoot, might as well. What's in the box? Here, so you can get a better view of the box. What do you guys think is in the box? Oh, let me... Oh, wait. Yep. Here it is. Tom says it's a little too big for a sawed-off. All right. Shoot. Let's see. 20 pounds of $10 bills. All right. Chuck says a fold-up grill. Rich, are you speaking from experience on what you're about to send me? You know, the P.O. Box link is down in the description. Rich said it's a box full of smaller boxes. All right, so now the whole thing, I don't actually want to destroy this box. And I'm sorry. Case of Miller Lite. I bet you there's a bunch of okay. The Fragile Lake. Yes! Fragile! It's Italian! Hey, yo, Benji, how you doing? So I'm gonna apologize. I don't have my glasses on, and you guys are further away from the text is pretty small on the screen. So if I kind of like do this, new front end for the Volkswagen. Shoot. If anything, as far as car parts, it would be car parts for Havana and not the Volkswagen. Volkswagen's running just fine. Ain't you seen my trip up to, is it from Colorado? No, it's not from Colorado, but that's a good question. Let's see. Do I divulge where it's from? It's from the Midwest. Come on, more guesses. This is fun for me. So it's this big. Oh man, some people be hating on PBRs and Peps and old cheap beers. The reason they're still around is because they're decent. A barbecue tent. Partridge in the Pear B. Hey Johnny, come on now. That's what I'm trying to discern. I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think is in the box? Tom, you funny too. He said a Yankees uniform. Uh-oh, Eric, I don't know. What happened? Double check and make sure that the notification is turned on. I try to set up and post a little while early just to make sure that you guys get notified that I'm actually going to be going live. And so this box, I received this box today. Oh, Lou says he didn't get a notification either. Oh man, YouTube is messing with me. All right, so the deal with the box is one of you guys reached out to me and said, hey, I would like to do something for you on your channel. Okay, I'll bite. What exactly is it that you have in mind? They said, oh man. All right, Eric, how you doing? Hey, yo, Eric, what's good? What's good with you? So the whole thing is, the story behind the box is someone reached out and said, hey, I'd like to do something for your channel. I want something for you to give away. Okay, the giveaway. We just did a giveaway. Obviously, Tom got that wasn't a giveaway. That was a raffle. But this is truly going to be a giveaway. There's no purchase necessary. What I will need from you, though, is to make sure you subscribe. And then what I'm going to do is I really want to get to 10,000. Well, the thought behind this was he was hoping that this could help get me up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, how we get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube is word of mouth. If you haven't told anybody about me or my channel, I'm sure you're not the only barbecue person you know. I'm sure there's probably someone else that you know that's into barbecue and might actually find these videos, my videos, find me helpful and entertaining. That being said, I would really like to grow my channel. I mean, really like to grow my channel. There was a point where I, in, what was it, May of this year, I had 1,500 new subscribers on my channel that 1 month. You know, of course, that was where the plateau was, and the number of subscribers has subsided and is back down to an average of about 300 a month, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Thank you, Luke Calamanis. I appreciate that. So I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I thought, well, of course, when I started looking at the numbers and the trajectory and everything like that, it seemed like I was on pace to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of this year. It is now November, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But that's fine. But I still would like to, get up to, I mean, my ultimate goal is to get a play button for 100,000 subscribers. But in the meantime, we can open up this box and we'll see what's inside. And it is something to be given away once I reach 10,000 subscribers. Well, it's not a box in a box, Rich, but there was a box covering the end of the box. Does that count? So, you know what this looks like? This looks like anybody else comment like the number 1 if Benji says it's a what was that, KU Kentucky? KU basketball girl. But comment the number 1. That's awesome, man. You only get to 10 or 15 subscribers a month and slowly getting there. But you know what? Damien shouted out your channel today, Rich. So I would hope that he maybe put a link in the description of his video. Or even if the video wasn't today, he shouted your channel out. So hopefully. Alright, so alright. Kansas. Sorry. Anyway, Baracho Barbecue, how you doing this evening? But the point I was trying to make, whenever I was younger and left my grandmother's house with food, my grandmother used to put it like in aluminum foil, and then like in a plastic bag, and then like in another plastic bag, and then it was like in a plastic shopping bag. This is what this reminds me of. Like any little piece of cake or a plate or whatever, you know, I left my grandmother's house with, it was wrapped to travel across the country, even though we just were going across town. So, let's see. Oh. You guys still with me? Alright, so again, Rich, you might be right. Uh-oh. Anybody want to know? Anybody still out there want to know what's in the box? Grandmother's hurt. Oh yeah, buddy. They definitely believe in feeding people. Goodness gracious, there is. So I want to keep. Uh-oh. It's metal. All right, let's see. Bro, you losing weight? Yeah. Thank you. I have since I started kind of, you know, trying I've lost about 30 pounds. And that was about the beginning of the year. Alright. I've kind of slowed down though because I've kind of like, screw it. But yes, I am still trying. Lou, you're funny. Alright. Are you Alright, let's see. A gazebo. No, Preston. You know what's funny? I used to have a gazebo in the backyard. So I don't know if you've seen that platform I have in my backyard. I actually built that platform, and it's 16 by 16 at the widest points, and there was a gazebo that was like 12 foot in diameter. That's your Weber Grill Hardware. Super Johnny, you got jokes. You got jokes. We're not going to talk about that. I am so upset thoroughly with Weber that they can't send me some nuts and some bolts so I can put that Weber Performer together. I still have not gotten those yet. Still have not gotten those yet. Anyway, nope. Any other guesses? Come on, give me like one more. A shine holder. All right, Preston. I like the way you're thinking. And man, that would be awesome if it was a shine holder. But Preston, yeah, I used to have a gazebo on that deck in the back of my house, and we had a couple snowstorms a few years ago, and we had like back-to-back snowstorms, like blizzards, and it collapsed the roof, and then I ended up having to take the whole thing down. But we did enjoy the gazebo for like, I don't know, it had to been like 2 or 3 years before the snow got in it or on it and collapsed the roof. All right, come on. Let's build up some more hype around this box. An inflatable pig. Well, if it were inflatable, you wouldn't hear it. Like, it's metal. Let's see. Is it a smash that? Yes. Is it a smash that like button? Preston, you the man. I like you. Jack, I haven't seen a guess from you yet. But then again, you told me a situation. Don't break my prize. Benji says, don't break his prize, bro. You didn't say please. No magic words. So, sorry for you. Tom's just laughing. Alright. Okay. This is what you can see so far. Any guesses? We're gonna keep playing this game. I'm enjoying this. Camera tripod. No, I have a camera tripod. This is how I get all of those, shots, like when I walk out of the door, when I'm standing by the grill, and I even have light production quality. Woo! Ask my wife and she'll tell you that my kitchen is a studio. She tells me all the time. Charcoal feeder for the smoker. Lou Calamata says, I see legs. Storage shelf with 100 pounds of beef. Jack says, any more weight? You don't need a nitro pill. Alright. You guys have been tortured. Haven't been tortured long enough yet? I mean, that's the whole point of like stringing you guys along. I mean, we're only 24 minutes into this live stream. I'm feeling good right now. Feeling real good, Look, see? Jack says too. He says it's the fragile, the Italian leg from Christmas Story. Pig eating table. Alright, let's see. Oy vey! All right, so you can see this is, it's like a striptease. I'm having a good time with this. You guys, it's a unicorn. Yes, I know what it is. Okay, so Chuck says he's gonna have to make a video of his little kitchen studio with his lights and stuff. Actually, Chuck, you did. You made a. Oh. It's a whatchamacallit. Yes, that's what it is. Stop now and make a part 2. No, see. You got. I only make a part 2 when I absolutely have to, like when the phone dies, I lose reception, or things like that. I don't do that intentionally. Okay. All right. So now you see this. But you still don't know what it is, do you? Let's see. See if I can bring you guys in just a little bit closer. A little bit closer now. Lou says he loves the part 2 videos. You were on a lonely island, sir. Most people hate when the videos end up going to 2 parts. Metal barbecue accessories. Yeah, Jack, I need some dollars too. Talking about you need some dollars. Me too. All right, let's see. A lighting torch? No. All right, here's a peek. My knife is upstairs. Craptastic spatula? No, not a spatula. Hey. Oh man, you guys can't see what I see. Butterfly catcher. Nope. No butterfly catcher, Preston. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's a metal fragile leg. Oh boy. So this is a square tube. This looks like 2x2 square tube. A mini car wash. Man, I wish. I haven't gotten my car wash. It has been... Well, last time I got my car washed. Today is Wednesday. I think I got my car washed on last Thursday. If it wasn't last Thursday, it was last Friday. Let's see. With knowing what it is, are you impressed with the packaging? I am, actually. Very much so. Yes, I do. I am impressed with the packaging. Not only am I impressed with the packaging. All right. Can you guys see that right there? Can you see that? I am definitely enjoying this, Johnny. Jack says he needs some dollar bills. Extended ball hitch. Nope. But I mean, I just wanna, dude. This is pretty. This is very nice work. A single traction bar for a muscle car rear axle. So there's 2 of them. Rich, I might not have said that, but there is another one in the box. Oh, there's 2, but I figured I really only need to open up one since they are the same. It's a new handle for Bessie's top hatch. No, I wish. I say something, but it's PG. Man, say what you need to say. I just won't repeat it. Please open it. All right, fine. You asked nicely. That's the least I can do. Since you asked so nicely, I will stop teasing you. But, okay, here's this part. Can you see that part there? Anybody want to take any guesses as to what it is? Propane and propane accessories. What's his name? What's the name? Hill will be impressed. Any guesses as to what it is now that you see this? Nah, I'm good. Hank Hill, yeah. That's his name. I don't know why I drew a blank trying to get Hank. Alright. Something dirty, can't let the neighbors see. Now, I really just don't like the windows open. Headers for a single stroke engine. Yeah, buddy. Well, actually, it would be not a two-stroke, but a dual. See, Jimmy Q, it would be a single cylinder, not a single stroke, because all engines have at least, I think, at least two strokes. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. So I think it's at least a two-stroke, but this would be a single cylinder. Yeah. Square stock exhaust for the V-dub? No. No. I mean, car stuff. It's just the technicality. You know, like there's a difference between a wheel and a rim. Just don't get me started on that whole wheel and a rim debate discussion. Alright, let's see. Mr. Perez says I'm cracking him up. 2, you have to mix the oil. Oh, well, that's a 2-cycle, not a 2-stroke. Is it barbecue or car related? I don't know yet. Have we? Well, technically, like, you might have to drive the. Well, yeah. Uh-oh, a bologna squisher. Harry Nutsack says it does look like an intake for something. Loose is act like you. Is that a threat? Because I can put this one away, the one that's partially opened away, and I can pull the other one out of the box. You gotta open the other end. What's on the other end? I don't know. This is so much fun. I'm having an absolute ball. Now, with all of this, you know, build up, okay? It is worth the build up. Definitely is worth the build up. I just want you guys to do this. Do me a solid. Type thank you in the comments. The person that made this doesn't necessarily want to be known, but I know for sure that they will see this video and say thank you for doing this. All right, just say thank you. Where's the gasket? 2 and 4 stroke engines, okay. The other end gives it away. Maybe, all right. The other end might give it away, but I don't know. No problem. Yes, definitely thank you for the giveaway gift. Thank you for who... Brian, wow. Benji is so... I like that in you, Benji. Benji is like, hey, thank you for my prize. Speak it into existence, right? You don't even know what it is. And yet, I mean... You don't even know what it is. Thank you, Mr. Maker. It goes in your trailer hitch to mount your grill on. Okay, Jack. All right. Thank you, sir. Your efforts are appreciated. Yes, indeed. My sentiments exactly. All right. Let's see. 35 minutes. 35 minutes. I guess we can all right. I see the next little oh, that wasn't much of a giveaway, was it? That wasn't much of a giveaway, was it? It says an exhaust for a steel drum. It's a major award, Benji. Perfect. It's Fragile. Super Johnny says it's an exhaust for a steel drum. Exhaust for a USA. What's a USA? So, a UDS. Nope, it's not an exhaust for a UDS. See, the plate is curved. What about the curvature of the plate? Man, you guys are super sleuthing. Autocorrect is dumb. You're absolutely correct. All right, so there is a curvature here. Yeah. So what about the curvature? Like, So have you guys figured it out yet what this is? It might be because I'm holding it upside down. Or it might be because I'm not holding it upside down. Does it have to do anything with the traveling barbecue spots? No, it doesn't. Actually, this came not as a surprise, but I didn't know it was going to come for sure today. So I had to go on with the plan. And the plan is to talk about barbecue spots, yes. Chuck actually is Chuck. Ding, 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 ding. Chuck says it's an air intake for a steel drum smoker. Chuck, you sir, pound, all right? It is in fact a air intake for a steel drum smoker. But how much fun was it trying to guess what this is? Or guess what this was? Wow, this is pretty dope. Dude, this is so cool. All right, let's see. Intake for a drum. Yep. Nope, not a smokestack. Fits on something round. A really big weed pipe. I don't know. I guess you could use it as a weed pipe. You know, put your stuff down here and intake. You know, inhale from up there. Yeah. The curve gave it away, Chuck says. I can see the curve on it now. It is not stainless. This is mild steel. So mild steel will polish up like a stainless would once it's hit. But this will, like, if I put some water on this, it'll flash rust. Pack it up. No, you guys don't win just because you guessed it. When I get to 10,000 subscribers, we will pick. What'll happen is, I guess we will do like a no, the raffle winner. The raffle winner actually has an intake on this drum already. Yes, I heard Missouri is full of medicinal morning. Yep. Be careful with the prize. I'm not gonna let it rust. It's actually not going. When I finish with the live stream. Actually, shoot, I need to take some pictures of it. Either that, or I might contact the builder and ask for some pictures so I don't have to unwrap it. But that was the thing. I don't want to unwrap it. I want to keep it in the box, and I'll keep it inside. Benji is so funny. Benji's like, hey, be careful with my prize. Don't let it rust. That is so funny. I like that in you, Benji. I do. All right, so here's the deal. Ready for that trip to Louisiana? All right, so I guess we have some time. What I really want to do is once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will post a video again, and you will have to comment in that video. Not Killer Mike. You'll have to comment in that video, and there is a website out there that's like random comment generator, or like it goes and it'll find the comment or a comment, and you can use that to pick a winner. So I started saying this earlier. I really need your help. I really need you guys who are here. There are 24 of you guys on the live stream currently. The 24 of you guys who are on the live stream are probably the most active on my channel. At least, obviously, for this particular portion of my channel, the live streams. And I'm asking you guys in all sincerity, in all honesty, I would really like to get to 10,000 subscribers quickly. I would love to have done it by the end of the year, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. Benji's so funny. So I need your help in sharing my channel, okay? I try not to beg for much. This is a beg. This is an ask. I'm not going to call it a beg. This is an ask. If you know someone else that would enjoy or needs to learn something about barbecue, please send my channel in their direction, okay? And at the same time, so I think I looked earlier today and my channel was sitting at like 6,700. I think it was 6,768 or 6,769 subscribers. And I would like to get to 10,000. I would like this to be the 10,000 subscriber milestone giveaway. And what this is this is an intake, okay? And there's a pair of them. So the way this intake works is you bolt it to the bottom of your drum, close to the bottom, and then there is another bolt up to the top. And the way this is like a perfect offset, and this is your air intake. Okay? Your air intake spins, and you can open up the intake or close it off however you need or see fit. So I'm going to tighten this down just a little bit so this stays a little more firm. And you can have your intake wide open, and or you can close it off. Okay? And again, there are two of these. There are two of these. So for anyone who is trying to or going to be making a UDS or a ugly drum smoker or a steel drum smoker, excuse me, this should help you out immensely in, you know, getting it done, getting it taken care of. T-Ray. I don't understand why you're not bigger than them. Aim them and claim them and T-Ray. I am real, but you know what? There are a lot of things. Those guys give out recipes, and I don't necessarily give out a recipe. I want to give you like a tool or a technique to cook better or to have a better cook. You know, I can tell you how to shotgun a beer, right? But I can't tell you what kind of beer that you should be drinking, and I don't want to, because beer, just like barbecue, is subjective. So, but that's my my thing to that. Thank you. Learned so much from me. Greetings from Mexico City. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Astoria. Can we all pitch in for the giveaway at 10 rubs, barbecue tools, related stuff? Make it a big giveaway. I'm not gonna stop you. The P.O. box is down in the description. If you guys want to start sending some stuff that I can start putting away, I mean, you figure I have 4,000. I'm fourth, like 30, what, 3,300 subscribers away from 10,000. And I'm averaging like 300 to 400 new subscribers a month, I believe, still. So you figure that technically that's 10 months. I would like to do it before 10 months. I mean, I'm putting it out there. I would like to have 10,000 subscribers within 6 months. Within 6 months, I would like to have 10,000 subscribers, because from what I understand, you know, it's one of those things where, and I used to tell this to people who had, like, I won't say fledglings, but smaller YouTube channels, and you know, the reason why I got my post game up and I started to post a lot more regularly is because I used to say, the more people see, the more people see. And hopefully you guys understand that. The more people see from you, the more people that are going to see from you. And I know those are the same words and there's just inflection differences, but basically the more people that see your product, or the more product people see, the more people that are going to see your product. So in this instance, it's the content. And once I kind of got into the mode and the mind frame that I was going to put up 2 videos at least a week, that's when I started hustling and grinding to actually get it done. It is not easy posting videos every week. It could take me an hour to film, or multiple hours to film, and then it'll take me an hour or so to edit, if not longer. And then it takes another half an hour, 45 minutes to render, and then I have to do the other things that happen on the back end on the YouTube side. And you know, of course, how many of you guys have gotten a reply from me in a comment, you know, from a video? I try to reply to everyone's comment. Yep. So the whole thing is, Chuck, because of the limiting amount of air you let in with the 1-inch hole and then a 1-inch check ball valve, you're limiting the air in, and it helps to keep the temperatures down. With this, obviously, if the temperatures climb up, you're just going to have to close the thing off a little bit more. It's not, I mean, it's not going to make that big of a difference. He said, Baracho said, T-Roy hooked him up with the Baracho handle. All right, Caden, I'm doing good, man. How are you? How are things with you? Hopefully, you know, school's going well. And shotgun. Let's see you shotgun that beer. Discord, it's a chat server. No. Yep. Yeah. And, you know, the marketing of the videos is, you know, I try to push people here on my Instagram, and that does not work out very well. Yep. Caden says he sent me messages on Instagram and I always reply. Now, there are times when I do forget. There's one of you guys that sent me a email, and it was while I was traveling. Excuse me. Thanks for that. So there's one of you guys that sent me an email while I was traveling, and I am still behind on my emails, trying to catch up from that, like 4 days of me not doing anything with my emails. So yeah. Lamar says, any tips on smoking a whole turkey, doing the big one this weekend? Well, so Lamar, if you go back into my videos, right about a year ago, just about a year ago, I did a video on how to smoke a turkey. And then in this video, I talked about how I brine the turkey, what I season it with, the temperatures involved. I told you guys everything. That is the first and probably the only video that I gave you. There was no holds barred. I gave you 100% access on everything that I do. So do yourself a favor, go back, search for that video. How to smoke It was how to smoke a whole turkey and a turkey breast, because I did a turkey breast at the same time. Wow. Benji, where do you live, man? You getting snow tomorrow? Ah, shoot. Already burped. Thumbs up. Yep, challenge accepted. Yeah, but the problem is, since I've gone ahead and unboxed the intake here, I'm going to sit down. Yeah, they're not cold yet. Wichita, Kansas, man. Already talking about having off for snow. That's kind of nice. All right, so now I'm back in my chair. All right, this is all right. So Jimmy Q says he heard of another chat to use IGTV to have short teaser to lead to your YouTube channel. The problem is I don't have, like, if I were editing probably on an Apple, I could probably have the video on the Apple, cut it up or splice it, and then send it to my phone. You can't, like, to post the things to IG, to Instagram TV, you have to use a phone. I do all my editing on my PC, and my videos are all on my PC, so that doesn't directly correlate. Again, me trying to do a video and then I'd have to re-edit it or render it or do those type of things, it's not conducive, it's not time, So I try to have a picture ready from time to time, and I will say in this picture, hey, you guys see this, like, the video, I wanted to let the video kind of do its own thing before I posted a picture of the drum and Tom standing next to it before I pointed back to my YouTube channel. But there are definitely times on my Instagram that I will point to my YouTube channel, just not with Instagram TV. Now, the other things with Instagram TV, again, this is why I need to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. Once you hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, you can actually link off of Instagram in a Instagram story or in a IGTV video. So there's my next milestone. I need to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. I'm at 7,400 on Instagram. Lou says he's got to do 5 racks of ribs for Buddy for Thanksgiving. Do you think about a pound of rub will cover it? That's all contingent upon how heavily you season it. I don't say, oh, I have this number of ribs. I buy seasoning and then I season the stuff. And like there are times, like I did that. You guys haven't seen the video. Tomorrow, the video that's coming out is about a brisket that I did for a catering event I had today. I actually showed you guys how I reheat it. I used like a good amount of seasoning and it was just one teeny little brisket, but I wanted to make sure it tasted good. So that's why. All right. Missouri, Hobo Nickel. 2 hours. Michigan snows on Friday. Thank you very much, Preston. I appreciate that. Speaking of Reddit, so you guys know, I mean, I have my own business. I do still work during the day and I run my business. I used to, some of you guys might not know this, but I used to do barbecue full time. I did not do, I got laid off and I went and, so I used to do barbecue full time after I got laid off. After I got laid off, I said, there's no better time than now than for me to do my business. And that's when I did my business full time. That was like the height of Instagram. I was selling food on Instagram. That was like the height of the food sales on Instagram. Because that was before Instagram, changed their algorithm, okay? And the posts used to be chronological. Now they're not. And because they're not anymore, the popular posts are the ones that people see. Where before, if you were scrolling through your timeline between 9 and 10 o'clock and I posted a picture at 8:55, if you scrolled back far enough, then you would see what I posted. And that was the beauty in how I ran my business. I would post a picture at, let's say it would be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay, after I dropped my kids off, my boys off at school, and I would say, hey, I have X, Y, and Z available for immediate delivery. And as someone went to their work and they sat down and got in, they were, oh, you know what? Hey, uh, Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue has some ribs available for lunch. So now, before they even get to the point where they're hungry, I already have them thinking about what they want for lunch. And then I will post again right before lunch, and then I will post again right about 2:30, when I was going to pick my kids up, because I would have food with me, and if they saw it and the impulse were like, you know what, I'm gonna get that right now, and I would have food available. So I would post in the morning to try to get people to thinking about lunch. I would post right before lunchtime, so when people were on their lunch, they would start thinking about dinner, and then I would post again in the afternoon while I was out to basically say, hey, I'm on this side of town. Anybody need anything? I have this, and this, but not anymore. The way Instagram posts stuff now is it has to be popular in order for people to see it. And then that's why, if you notice, those of you who are on Instagram, you'll see posts from up to 2 days ago. And yeah, it's not cool. Harry Nutsack says, set up a Pinterest smoking tips and tricks, and put a link to YouTube channel. Here's another thing. Have you ever noticed that if you post a video to Facebook and the video is native to Facebook, it'll get 200 views? If you post a video with a link outside of Facebook, you'll get 50, if that. Pinterest, from what I understand, does something similar. If you post a picture because there's a lot of links off of Pinterest. I don't know. I'll look into that again. But I know I used to try to do those things on Facebook, and it did not work at all. I could post a picture of me, of something I cooked and forward it to Facebook, and it would be okay because I wasn't trying to sell anything. It was just, hey, look what I cooked. But if I'm like, hey, check out this video I did, it got no traction on Facebook. Facebook wants you to post those videos natively to Facebook, and I don't do that. Let's do barbecue sliders for free to get it out there. So, Eric, Baracho Barbecue, I'm not a big fan of giving away food because what happens is you'll get those people who, like, I actually have a friend, and he's a good friend. He has never paid for any of my food. And he's had my food multiple times. He's had it when I was paid to bring it to an event. He's had it, and when I say an event, of course, like a car event. He's had it when a friend has purchased food and had me bring food to his house, and he was mutually there. And then it was one of those things where it was like, I don't remember if it was because he was laid off, or because I just felt bad for him, or because I was just trying to be a good friend. And I'm like, yo, hey, you know what? Here's a little bit of brisket, a little bit of pulled pork on me, Like, it was one of those, I was trying to grease the wheels and show, like, hey, man, you've been a good friend to me for a long time. You definitely shout out my business, and you talk about different things. But talking about something is way different from support, because you can talk about something until you're blue in the face, and if nothing comes back, that's not what I really need. My bills don't care that you shared my picture. They only care that you put money in my pocket. So I'm just not a fan of giving food away. But that's me. Hey, Rich, man, thank you very much. So, Rich, you are up in that New England area, Connecticut area. The whole point of this live stream, before you go, hopefully you're hearing this, in Ridgefield, Connecticut, is a good friend of mine. the guys from Hoodoo Brown Barbecue. If you get a chance, go in there, support those guys. There's one of the guys that works there. He's got like a pretty decent porn stash, and he's a pretty big guy. Like, he's bigger than I am. His name is Cody. If you can go in and find Cody, let him know I sent you. Scott from Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue recommended that you go in there, since you're one of the people who was up in Connecticut and closest to his barbecue spot. Again, Ridgefield, Connecticut. It's called Hoodoo Brown Barbecue. That is where I went the other day while I was up in that area, and it's worth the trip. I definitely enjoy going in there. The story I have is the first smoker that they got and put in that restaurant. They drove down to Georgia to pick it up. When they drove down to Georgia, I'd known them through Instagram. Never met them, never anything. Just talked to them through Instagram. They stopped at my house and they broke bread here. They had lunch here. It was Cody, Nestor, and then a guy named Andrew. Andrew worked for Cody, and Cody and Nestor were partners. Nestor moved on. If you guys know Nestor, Nestor is the Brooklyn pit rat. So again, we go back a ways, quite a ways. Yeah, it's fine to do that. Mr. Perez Rob says, so can we link you with an ad? Yes, exactly, or with a hashtag on Instagram. Definitely. So the whole thing is, and I try to get better at this. If you go to my Instagram profile, there's always a link. The hyperlink in the profile is to a video on my YouTube channel. I try and refresh that maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes that link, I just, and I'll post something and I'm like, hey, if you haven't already, please go ahead and check out this. Or it's like, hey, like tomorrow morning, I'll probably be posting a picture of some brisket, and I'll say, for all of you guys who have ever asked me how to reheat brisket, here's a video I did on how to reheat brisket. Go to my profile, click the link in my profile, and then go head out there to the video. One of the things on Instagram that sucks is hyperlinks. You cannot post a hyperlink in the body of your picture, your image, or your video. The only clickable hyperlink that you have is in your bio. You have one clickable URL, and that's in your bio. So that has to change. So that has to change in order for you to be able to take advantage of it. Tap, tap, tap. You too, man. You ain't ready. How you doing? Huh. Well, I haven't checked the logistics either. Now I do know, and I used to post stuff on Pinterest. I don't know. Pinterest to me, I like the way I used Pinterest back in the day was I used to pin quotes and like pictures of cars, and I never really got, like, when I was using Pinterest, it was before I was doing barbecue stuff. So that was that. Baracho Barbecue says he feels a brisket is always better the next day. There's a lot of things that are always better the next day. I don't know. My brisket, I am a bigger fan of the brisket right away. But then again, I don't know. I just, there's just something about it. Maybe it's just a mental thing where I want it within a day. If I had my choice between, brisket that came off the smoker within, let's say 4 to 8 hours, or brisket that was refrigerated and, is the next day old, I would prefer the fresher brisket. But I don't know, man. It could just be the difference in how I like it. Now, is it bad the next day? No. I think it's just here. Sorry, Glenn. So sorry. Yeah, well, I rested off the pit, yes, but I try not to chill it. Like, I don't want to chill it for multiple days. Now, again, I will, I think it has to do with also like the air getting to it. You know, the fresher it is, like if I take some brisket and it's fresh and I slice it up and then I vacuum seal it and freeze it, then that's fine. But if I were to, like, like I've had brisket where it's been sitting out, like my kids. I'll leave brisket for them. And I'm like, all right, here is some brisket. I'm gonna put it in the microwave and it'll be on the plate. Afterwards, now again, it could just be mental where I'm like, I just want it not being all aired out. But like when I cover it up and everything else like that, it's fine. It's just again, it's my own mental thing. All right, so yeah, you're right. Yo, so you ain't ready? You're absolutely correct. I have definitely put brisket in with some oodles and noodles. Yo, money. Put brisket in with like my eggs. Oh man, great. RJ, RJ Jenkins, and am I saying that right? How you doing this evening? So the whole point of this stream, and I know I got completely sidetracked with that box I got, and I wasn't expecting. It was a chance I was going to get it today, but I wasn't when I made the title for the video. I didn't have the box yet, and then I didn't want to change it. But I wanted to talk to you guys. So, like, where are some of your favorite barbecue destination spots? Like, where would you travel to? Where would you travel again to go back and get barbecue from? Yep, fry some brisket up with a couple eggs. Uh, I'm great. RJ, I like that. What eggs, Tom? This is MR says his dog loved the cube brisket mixed in with his dog food the third day. Shoot, man, I don't have, and I really think that it's a matter of packing the brisket up. Um, like the pulled pork cares. It doesn't the pulled pork doesn't care how you have it packaged. You can just cover it with foil and it'll be fine. The brisket though, in my opinion, it something gets taken away if it's not sealed properly and tightly. So RJ says in North Carolina, there's a place called Wilbur's Barbecue. He says he'll go there every day. All right. You ain't ready says he liked to visit Rodney Scott's place in Carolina. I agree. Lou Calamata says he's in New Jersey and he went to Franklin's. So the last time that I've told you guys this before, when I was last in Austin, Aaron Franklin was still set up on the side of the road, like at that gas station, and I have not been back to Austin since. All right, so you ain't ready. He says Franklin barbecue is okay. The brisket is his best item. Lacks a little flavor, but it's on point for tenderness all the time. Tom says he wants to go to my restaurant that I'll open. You know, speak it into existence, man. I hate to agree with the hype, but Franklin's is mind blowing. Scott. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you agree with the hype, then is it really hype? All right. So the reason why I talked about this particular topic is because I went to that barbecue spot in Connecticut, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should be following me on Instagram. Shameless plug. Let's see if it's on my. Yep. No, it's not. It's on the back. Darn. But yeah, shameless plug. Still Drum Smokers on Instagram. The other day, I had the pleasure of stopping in at a friend's barbecue spot in Ridgefield, Connecticut. This spot is called Hoodoo Brown Barbecue. A little barbecue joint in Kansas City is one of my favorites after Joe's. So Oklahoma Joe's is great. Gates is great. Arthur Bryant's is great. Yeah. I was Clean Plate Club in all three of those establishments. All three. But I've never been to a little barbecue joint. That could be, I'm trying to think. It's been, shoot. It's been like 5, maybe 6 years since I've been to, no. I think it's been 7 or 8 years since I've been to Kansas City. All right, so Flip Your Meat says if he's in Las Vegas, he goes to Roll and Smoke. All right, so You Ain't Ready says, man, for all of you guys that love Franklin's, you need to come back to Austin and he'll put you on to a few spots that are just as good, if not better than Franklin's, with no lines like he has. So in Austin, I really like Rudy's. I mean, Rudy's is what got me into barbecue. There's another spot that we would go to. I really like Catfish Parlor. I'm just putting it out there because I really like Catfish Parlor, even though it's not barbecue, it's catfish, but good stuff. Del Taco, we like Twin Peaks, 6th Street. Oh man, I'm just talking to try to remember the name of the other. Oh, I can't remember the other name of the other little spot. Scott, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. You Ain't Ready says he's a damn cool dude, and he deserves all of his success. You know, I'm hoping to get to the same point. All right, so I've heard lots of stuff about Skylight Inn. Just never been in North Carolina able to get it. A lot of pressure comes with that hype. You have to perform every day. And then, you know what? But Chuck, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you ask people who have had my barbecue going on 4 years, I'm pretty consistent. I mean, pretty consistent. When I originally started doing this, one of the things that I knew, I have not been to Hometown Barbecue, but Nestor used to work at Hometown Barbecue, and I know of the guy that runs Hometown Barbecue currently, or still, I guess you could say. But that's the thing. When I started things out, I've been using the same types of seasoning, the same, mix of ingredients. So it is consistent. I've tried to maintain that. Jack Stacks in Kansas City is phenomenal. I actually went to Jack Stacks, and I went to the Kansas City Steakhouse or Kansas City Strip House or something like that. I was actually a little disappointed in the steak that I had. Burnt ends are fire, but yeah, for Bracho Barbecue, the burnt ends at Oklahoma Joe's are even at Gates and Oklahoma Joe's are really good, but at Oklahoma Joe's they only have them on certain days. Gal 513 says, is Smokey D's in Ohio any good? I don't know. That'd be a question for the gallery here. Blytheville, Arkansas, Penn's Barbecue. All right. Here in Wichita, we have All You Can Eat Barbecue. It's damn good for $12 with a drink. B&C Creations. Tom says Wilton's outside of Charlotte. Charlotte, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina? Where's Charlotte? All right, You Ain't Ready says spots here in Austin. You got Curlin Barbecue, La Barbecue, Leroy and Lewis, Valentina's, Hayes Country Barbecue, and John Mueller's Black Box. So Mueller, that's the one that Franklin worked at, and then he went bankrupt, and Franklin bought his smokers, and it was a big old controversy. Definitely agree with being tender. Honestly, it was fantastic, but I don't know what it was. Buddy's bachelor party. It was perfect. Hangover food. Yep. All right. Just as the best with Woodward barbecue is your wood hookup. So big shout out. All right. Yep. So you ain't ready. What's crazy is so Franklin gets his briskets from Snake River Farms. The guy that used to be his meat supplier actually lives just north of Baltimore. And just so happened, somebody knew somebody, and this guy was in town. He said, "Hey, I'm in Baltimore. You want to link up for a drink?" Sure. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. So I went out one night, and it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday. And, I sit down at the bar, and he's like, "Hey, I want to introduce you to Nate." I'm like, "All right, hi, Nate. Nate, I'm Scott, blah, blah, blah. I have this little barbecue spot, and it's called Still Just Smokers Barbecue. This is on Instagram." He's like, "Dude, I've seen your stuff." I'm like, "What? You see my, like, this is when I had less than 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like, you've seen my, like, you know who I am?" He's like, "Man, yeah, you're killing it." He's like, "I actually want to." It was right before Thanksgiving. He actually ordered some turkeys from me from Thanksgiving. Come to find out, he was Aaron Franklin's supplier. He was his meat supplier. So the way that they did their thing, and it was it Snake River Farm, I whatever. He was Franklin's meat supplier, um, and any of the like prime briskets went directly to Franklin. So that's why it is as expensive as it is, because they get prime stuff. All right, so no, you ain't ready. I don't know, but I've been to San Antonio quite a few times while I was down in Austin, and my favorite barbecue spot in San Antonio was called Barbecue Station. We just so happened to stumble upon it, and this is probably 10 years ago. When I went back to Austin, and again, this is probably 7 years ago, I didn't even know what the name of the place was. I remembered going down, oh, wait, I need to turn left here. Oh, yeah, I need to turn right here. Hey, I need to go through this parking lot because X, Y, and Z, and popped up at it. And at the second time I went, of the 5 days I was in Austin and San Antonio, I went 4. I liked Barbecue Station a lot. Beef ribs from Barbecue Station. Gosh. Uh, Scott says, "Tell us how you got it. How I got barbecue." So the whole thing was, I couldn't get the barbecue, so that's why I started doing it myself. It took me 7 years to get my brisket right, and along the way, I had some bumps and bruises. That's why I want to tell you guys how to avoid some of the stuff that I've done. Oh, I got into barbecue because I went to Texas and couldn't get barbecue like I got in Texas in Baltimore. And the rest is history, because I said I was going to figure it out. Yep, you're absolutely right, Chuck. And I'm a few minutes behind. Adam's Roadside Barbecue. Come on, don't laugh at me. Nope, Oklahoma Joe's is actually a barbecue spot. You ain't ready. I had the moist brisket from Rudy's. Between the moist brisket and the turkey, yo, it changed my life. No BS. It really changed my life. Hey, Rob, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you hanging out. And, the P.O. Box is down in the description. Anything you want to contribute to the 10,000 subscriber care package, I'd greatly appreciate it. John Mueller is Louis Mueller's. Okay, and yes, Mueller in Taylor, Texas. Your story right. John was the one that hired Franklin and got him started. Okay, yep. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you ain't ready. If it's Nate Stanball, and like I said, he lives just north of me, and almost everybody knows who Nate is. I mean, Nate is the meat guy, and it, long story short, it was just one of those chance encounters, and yeah, Creekstone, not Snake River. Yeah, yo, I like Barbecue Station. Uh, okay. Oklahoma Joe's smokers. They're pretty good. They are RJ. They are a decent starter smoker. Um, they're like a step up from a Weber Smoky Mountain because they have a little bit more smoking capacity, but they have problems. Just like there's no smoker out there that doesn't have a flaw, if you will. Yep. See, you ain't ready. He agrees with me. He says he used the Oklahoma Joe for years and loved it. He had to do some simple mods to make it more efficient, but it made great barbecue, or he made great barbecue on it. Totally agree. Totally agree. Just like the steel drum. You asked Tom. Tom was surprised at how well the drum held heat, and I tried to tell him. I said, this is why everybody goes, bananas over these steel drums once they get them. Um, yeah. Hey, Eric, you have a great evening, sir. Hey, did you bring everyone some adult beverages? You can't start talking about adult beverages if you didn't bring enough for everyone. All right, Benji says he has Yoder. They're great stick burners, made 45 minutes from me. Oh, and it's Merck and made. Benji, not everybody lives in Kansas, bruh. And the Yoders, not all Yoders are wood burners. I think I've seen more Yoders recently that are pellet smokers than are straight wood burners. Kettle and Yoder. All right, Lone Star Grill's vertical offset and his HBT Weekender. Graduated just a bit from the Joe. Yeah, I say so. Dude, man, you sound like me. I have Bessie, which is the wood burn, and I have Vicky, which is charcoal, but a vertical charcoal. Basically, I use Vicky in lieu of using the drums. Where I had 2 shelves in the drums, I have 4 shelves in Vicky, so I double my cooking capacity with using with using the same amount of fuel because Vicky is insulated. The brisket I did last night, I actually did on Vicky, and we went out last night. Like I set it, and I had to go to the kids' school for something that was going on, like a little issue in my oldest son's class. Um, hey Lou, have a great evening. Chuck, if only it were that easy. You ain't ready. He says, man, that's one thing he's never done. His name is Pitts. I don't know, man. Those. So, one of the things and the reason why I named my smokers is because they each have personalities. Uh, dude, man, everybody's talking about these Moberg smokers. Everybody's talking about Moberg. Yep. When I was in Connecticut at Hoodoo Brown, I think he was talking about getting a Moberg smoker. I'm like, dude, I wish I could afford. I wish I could afford a newer, bigger smoker. Like, really wish I could afford a newer, bigger smoker. I still have to get Bernadette up and running. I still haven't. It's just like there's not enough time in the day, and I stretch myself pretty thin where I only get maybe on average 5 hours sleep a night, and that's like averaging in or factoring in on the weekends too, because my normal average sleep time is about 4 hours, 4.5 at the most. Guy builds them out there. His friends own 3,000-gallon Mobergs in their smoke room. Gosh, you know what I could do with a 1,000-gallon smoker? Like, wow, the potential. Goodness gracious. So where else are some of your destination barbecue spots? I, of course, you know, you go down south. Anybody been to a barbecue spot? There's a good question. Where have you gone and then had the barbecue and you've been like, I think Moberg is getting that status. Like, yep, you're absolutely right. But it's one of those things where, all right, well, you ain't ready. Said he was disappointed at Franklin's. Anybody else have any input or anything else to add? You could buy a lot more wood with a 1,000-gallon smoker, man. You'd have to. You're going through wood like Grant through Richmond. Come on, you funny. You ain't ready. Yo, you hating on Rudy's. You can't hate on Rudy's. Rudy's is great, man. I'm telling you. Now, I haven't been to Rudy's in 7 years. Tom said Lancaster's in North Carolina he wasn't happy with. All right. Anybody else had a disappointing experience with someplace? Anyone? Oh, RJ, you're on a lonely island there. Your Carolina is showing. He said, I don't know about y'all, but any barbecue, that barbecue sauce isn't pepper, vinegar based. I had a girl, she begged and begged and begged and begged and begged for me to do like a South Carolina barbecue. I'm like, what are you so pressed about this barbecue for? Like, what do you, it's don't no, like barbecue isn't one thing. Barbecue is all I do. Excuse me, you go down to South Carolina, North Carolina, barbecue is pulled pork. That's not barbecue. That's pulled pork. Yeah. Anyway, Houston, there's a spot called Tea House Chocolate Craftery. The smell of chocolate and barbecue was awesome, but the food was eh. Famous Dave's. Oh man, Famous Dave's definitely is up there on the list of places I will not go for barbecue. Now there have been times where I went to Famous Dave's and like had burnt ends or brisket, and actually it was burnt ends. It was burnt ends and they were edible. And I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. Preston says no sauce, get your rub on. Everybody, get your roll on. What? Not barbecue, but Wolfgang Puck still owes money for the trash stick that he had in a spot in Orlando. He said, if you see him, you let him know he's looking for him. So there's a barbecue spot in Baltimore. It's on the other side of the city. It's called Big Bad Wolf's Barbecue, and saying Wolfgang Puck reminded me. Oh my god. That place was garbage. Like with all the accents over the bosh. It was so bad. And like I went, and I had a coworker. She came to work and she was ranting and raving about the Big Bad Wolf barbecue. Oh my god, she saw it on TV and Big Bad Wolf, and she drove all the way up there from PG County and Big Bad Wolf, Big Bad Wolf, Big Bad Wolf. And she said, well, you live in Baltimore, you should go to Big Bad Wolf. I'm like, all right, I'll go to Big Bad Wolf. I go to Big Bad Wolf, and now mind you, this was before I started doing barbecue. I went in there and was so disappointed, like, yo, this is nasty. This isn't good barbecue. And I went once. Then when I realized where I found out where it was, because I kind of drove up there and then I didn't know where it was. It was like, oh, I know it's up there somewhere. When I went back after I realized where it was, I go back and I had the same disappointing experience, and I haven't been back in 3 years. I have never had Dickey's barbecue for a reason. Wow. Oh, the taste is not amazing of that, RJ. Ohio barbecue. Mmm. You Ain't Ready says, I heard the Tuffy Stones spot was horrible in Virginia. I can neither confirm nor deny. Preston, I'm pretty good with pop culture, so usually most references I like, unless it's an obscure movie reference, I usually get almost all pop culture references. Rib Crib is overpriced and not fantastic. I have never been to Rib Crib. Anyone ever been to Lewis in Charleston? Nope, can't say I've been there. Uh-oh, Circle of Death. No. No, I didn't die. I'm still here. Actually, put your place. I make the trip to Baltimore. All right. That's what's up, RJ. Definitely. Nah, man, I'm still here. Jack, so critical. Come on, guys. No. I'm still here. Can you guys? You guys still here? I still. I don't know what happened. Like sometimes it just hiccups, but the problem is I'm still seeing a video, so you know what happened, and it's BROADCASTIND. Broadcasting. Anyway, Jack, yo, that is so funny. Jack says in his own garage was the worst barbecue he ever ate. That means you're gonna go nowhere but up. Lamar, how you doing this evening? Preston, thanks. They're not on Fortnite. It's a school night, so and they're back to school, so they're actually in bed. Though now that you say that, I know my younger son is using my older son's old phone on the Wi-Fi, so maybe that has something to do with it. Nope, we got a circle going around on the frozen picture. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Reload the videos. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh, so Preston says to reload the video. VIDEO. That may help. I really should look at the keyboard as I'm typing. Lamar, I'm clear on my end too. How you doing this evening? All right. Chuck says he reloaded. I reloaded. So any other disappointing barbecue spots, barbecue stories? And then after that, I know I took up a lot of time in the beginning of this live stream talking about the intake. So if you missed it, someone was kind enough to make and send an intake that can be used on a steel drum smoker. 2 intakes that can be used on a steel drum smoker. What? Preston, homeschooling for real? 5th grade, kindergarten, and 2 pre-K. Wow. So what time did they go to bed and get up in the morning? Smoked bologna at the steakhouse near Tulsa. He loved it and learned how to make it. Now people request it from you often. Benji, how do you make smoked bologna? I had someone ask me about doing a smoked bologna, and I went to go look at one, and it was like a 10-pound log, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $3 a pound on a 10-pound log to not know exactly what I'm doing. Do I ever do pork belly? Funny you say that. I did pork belly for dinner tonight for my wife and kids. I gotta get up at 3 a.m. for a 2-year-old is running. Oh, man. Lamar, you be easy, man. Thank you so very much. Up about 9, better for 8. Youngest. All right. 10, 11 for others. All right. Well, Benji, shoot me a DM on Instagram or something like that. I'm pretty sure you're following me on Instagram, and if not, you should be. Love the taste of pork belly. All right. Like I said, I did pork belly on the grill for my wife and kids. Look at all these gray hairs, man. It makes me think there's something in my beard, but it's just gray hairs. Pork belly is great in ramen from what I've seen. Benji, do it. Get on Instagram. I started my business via Instagram. I'm a firm believer in Instagram, and Instagram is going to last quite a while. Where Facebook, there's some things on Facebook that are dying off. Snapchat is definitely dying off. Instagram is holding steady, in my opinion. Beef ribs, definitely. I don't eat pork. I don't know if you missed that or didn't know that about me, RJ. I do not eat pork. I'll cook it for my wife and kids and for anyone who pay me, but I don't eat it. Chuck says just wait till those kids get older. Actually, these gray hairs in my beard are from when I was doing barbecue full time, stressing about how I was gonna make ends meet. Porchetta, no, never had one. Yep, definitely dino ribs. I like the 3-bone rib rack over the 4-bone rib rack though for beef ribs. RJ, I say it every now and again. It's I can tell who the new people are. Obviously, not just because I don't know who you are. Hold on, let me try to. All right, not just because I don't know who you are, but you guys start asking me questions about pork, and I'm like, oh, he's new here. And the 3 bones are so. Yep, they are. But you know what? I really like that you know what I'm talking about. But almost $6.50 a pound out there. Now they're probably closer to $5 a pound here at the restaurant depot. But I'm sure you can get tri-tip out there where I barely can get tri-tip. There's only one spot around here I know I can get it. How about a quick refresher on how to use Instagram to sell food? Easy. Take a picture, post how much money you want for it, and if it's available or when it'll be available, and that's it. Like, easy. Yep. Now, I haven't gotten any 3-bone beef ribs in a while, but I thought it was closer to $5, maybe $6. So $5.89. That sounds about right. And Zeno, they're selling at Costco too, but at Costco they're more expensive than at the restaurant depot. How to do the tags, or is it geographical? So you have to do all of the above, Preston. So Preston, where do you live exactly, Preston? I know you're in the Midwest. You're not in Detroit, right? Like, where do you live, Preston? Let's try to help Preston out. Anzio. Oh, Anzio. All right, Anzio. Sorry. I get to tri-tip at the grocery store. Yeah, I might have to show you how to read between the lines. I can't get tri-tip at the grocery store. They don't sell it here at the grocery store. Rub it in, all right? I mean, damn. Peg leg porker. All right, that's where you go. sorry about that, Anzio. And you know what's crazy? I'm probably going to say it wrong again next week. I'm sorry. I'm just going to apologize now. Man, I'm sure you have a butcher out there to get your picanha from them, and forget to try to. Oh shoot, I know all about the picanha, man. I'm not pressed about the picanha. I mean about the tri-tip. It's just when I see tri-tip on my timeline on Instagram from time to time, and I'm like, oh man, I can't get it. So you being in North Louisiana, you want to start doing like, see, it was easier for me because I could use the hashtag Baltimore. So geographical, yes. But the thing, and this is what you have to understand, you have to put in the legwork to get the people to come back to your Instagram page, right? So, person, you need to hashtag the cities and little towns around you to an extent, And the whole thing is you're looking at it in the wrong direction. Once you are big enough, people will find you, right? But the thing is, you use the hashtags of those little cities and little towns near you to search and seek out other people. You seek them out. You like their pictures. Anybody know who if someone new clicks on the picture or likes a picture, okay, and especially some of you guys who have, you know, let's say less than 1,000, less than 2,000 Instagram followers, you get someone that likes your picture, likes your page, or follows you, you're gonna look back and say, well, who the hell is that? So you go out and you like other people's pictures. You make sure your profile is public on your Instagram, and when you go out and like someone's picture, they're going to say, who is this person? And then they're going to come back to your page. When they come back to your page, your bio needs to be spot on, okay? Because that's going to be the first thing that they see. Then the top 9 pictures, the top 12 pictures, the top 15 pictures, because that's how, you know, how many pictures people are going to scroll through. They need to be, you know, pretty evident and clear about what you're doing on your page. So pictures of the food that you cook, you know, if you're trying to be serious about your business, then you're going to have a separate business page from your personal page so that you can post those pictures of your family and your girl, your wife, your kids, all of that stuff on your personal page. But on your business page, focus on whatever it is you're cooking, whatever it is you're trying to sell. So again, those hashtags are good, but you got to flip. Okay, you use those hashtags to seek out people that you want to come back and look at your page. Does that make sense? All right, hopefully that does. So Benji says a pound of uncut bologna chub from the grocery store, scored in 1/2 inch deep on the sides, top to bottom, like a diamond pattern. So I've done that. All right, use Cosmos 30 bird, getting the crevices, smoke at 275 for about 2 hours. Slather with barbecue sauce. And then rest it. All right, no problem. Anzio. Oh shoot, did I say that right? Anzio, yes. Yes. So you search the hashtag, you find the people who are in your area. And you're going to, and it would be so much easier if you could compound search or search more than one hashtag at a time. But if you do a search for Louisiana, right? Nice, you ain't ready. So if you do a search for Louisiana or do a search for the teeny little town you live in or the next biggest city where you live in, okay? You search that hashtag, and when you search that hashtag, what happens is you're going to be finding people who might be out and about in a city square or out and about on a trail. Yes, Preston, but you can only search one hashtag at a time, because if you were able to search 2 hashtags at a time, then you would be able to search people who post about barbecue in Monroe. You can't. You can search Monroe. So search for people in Monroe, and I don't know how far away from where you are Monroe is, but you search for people in Monroe, right? And you're going to look at the hashtag Monroe. And if you look at the hashtag Monroe, I'm sure there's 1,000 or, you know, 1,000, a million people who have posted a picture with the hashtag Monroe. And you just keep scrolling through the pictures. Double tap. Doesn't even matter what it is. Double tap. Scroll through, double tap. I used to sit on my job and answer phone calls on the help desk and double tap for 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. And the whole thing was, I would look like 1,000 pictures. I might have 2 or 3 people that once they saw my page, they would follow me. So in the beginning, I had like, you know, very high growth. Funny, I used some of that. That's Incredible, or not. I didn't use the That's Incredible, but I used some That's. I used some of the Heaven Made seasonings that you ain't no Next Best Thing. You ain't ready. Who sent them to me? I think it was Next Best Thing. Kevin, how are you doing this evening, sir? I saw you said hello a second ago. I thought. But I was deep in thought there. Preston, no worries, man. Cheers. But that's the thing, you know, I talk about geographical hashtags, but maybe, again, maybe I wasn't clear enough. Bright leaf hot dogs. I don't believe so. Sorry. So my day starts at 4:15 in the morning. Well, my first alarm goes off at 4:05. My second alarm goes off at 4:15, 4:20. Then I have another alarm that goes off at 4:30. Then I have another alarm that goes off at 5. So usually I'm up and out of the bed by 4:30. But it's one of those things where I kind of have to gradually wake up. Unless I have something to do and then I have to pop up and get ready. But going to work in the morning, oh, man. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah, dude, I wish I could get excited all the time. I talk barbecue a lot of barbecue. And sometimes I'm just tired. There's nothing do it. Do better hot, cold, or frozen? For what, Preston? Not quite sure what the question is referring to. No problem, Preston. I mean, I want to see everybody succeed. I really do. Yes, Angio, it is. But I'm trying to think. If you are you on Instagram? Oh, selling cold. If I'm selling food that I have, I just make it okay. There's your hint. You need to get on Instagram. I preach Instagram. Hold on 1 second, RJ. Okay, Preston. It's dangerous to ride around with hot food. Okay. Oh man, Preston, thank you, sir. It is dangerous to ride warm or cold. Okay, there really shouldn't be much in between. So if I knew I was going to be selling something, I will put it in a refrigerator, chill it, and then take it out of the refrigerator and take a Cambro or a warmer / cooler with me and sell it that way. You can get people dangerously sick if you do not maintain either a higher temperature or a lower temperature. The reason being, it's far easier for someone to warm something up after it's been chilled, and you have to worry less about someone getting sick than it is for someone to have something in its room temperature and it's been sitting at room temperature for far too long, and they eat it at room temperature and get sick. All right. So RJ asked a question. He says, "What's your opinion on this?" He says he sauces his food outside. His granddad always heat up the sauce on the stove and bring the meat inside and sauce it like that. I think it's personal preference. I don't I don't. I'm not a big person that puts hot sauce on food. I don't. I will sauce food, and what I try to get away from is using cold sauce on food. Like, I don't want to take it directly out of the refrigerator. Barbecue sauce, I'm imagining. I don't want to take barbecue sauce like out of the refrigerator and then put it on top of something that's hot, because then you're cooling your food to just have to bring it back up to and past temperature. You ain't ready, man. You got me on that one, but yeah. Tom, you are absolutely, you are ready. You are definitely, you are welcome. Tom, thank you very much again. So you know what, Tom? Funny, you sent me with the candles. So I don't know how and why, but my wife, like, remember what I was saying? You need to do like a cotton or a linen or something like that. She likes clean, clean scents. I guess it's me who deep down likes the sweet stuff. She did like the Christmas candle. We've been burning the Christmas candle. The pumpkin candle is sitting on the table right here. All right, and I'm in my dining room, and as soon as you walk into the dining room, you can smell this candle, and it smells great. It smells great. Tom didn't build the prize, Benji. All right, so Preston, you successfully get it hot by giving it to them and telling them to put it in the oven. Or tell people, hey, look, if you're going to microwave this, though I do not suggest it, microwave it at a medium heat. And that's one of those things where you have to let go of certain bits of the process. If you're hung up on trying to figure out how to keep stuff warm, you're going to be holding it warm for far too long, and your quality is going to go down. I'm telling you, let that one go. From experience, let it go. Cook what you have to cook, get it all wrapped up, get it in the fridge, let it chill for a few hours. Start telling people when it's chilling. That's when you're telling people, or that's when you're liking pictures to say, hey, I have brisket for sale. Hey, I have ribs for sale. Hey, I have, pulled pork for sale, right? That's what you post in your Instagram page. And then you go out and you start liking pictures. And then when they come back, like, who the hell is this guy? Who is, what is your person? Your Instagram, something like Land Rover, right? What is this Land Rover? Like, what is this? Like, who is this? And they come back and then they look at your page and they say, oh, damn. Yo, there's some brisket. Yo, there's some ribs. Yo, there's some pulled pork. Yo, he's got some for sale. And he'll deliver it to me. What? That's when you make sure you have your phone number in the page. Make sure your phone number is in your post. Okay, those are the things, because people are going to come back and look at that. No shotgun. Ash Boogie. And that's exactly it. So the whole thing is, sometimes Ash Boogie, if I use too much sauce, or I don't have enough sauce, and then like the sauce I've taken out to put into the into whatever I'm cooking, let's say I run out, then I have some more sauce, kind of like a backup, and it might be cold. That's when that comes in. Not like, oh, I know I'm cooking, I'm gonna keep the sauce in the refrigerator. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just beer, no Mossberg. Yeah, I shotgun the beer, more or less. Pre-orders, all right. Remember, put out for hire by advertising, and I have room. XYZ. So yes, so you ain't ready. That's how I used to do it, kind of. So what I used to do was this: I would cook like on a Sunday into a Monday, and whatever I had, and whatever I cooked Sunday into Monday, I would sell off on Monday, but it would be cold. So I would be bringing ribs to your job cold. Now, unless you told me, hey, I don't have a means to warm these up, can you warm them up before you get to my job? Then yes, I will warm them up. But No, I brine my turkey or no injections. I do not like track marks. So, but that was the only exception. I would bring food warm if you were having a catering event or if you let me know that you needed it warm. Other than that, it was usually refrigerated. And then when I got to wherever I need, hey, you know, I recommend that you put this in the oven, okay? And if you don't put it in the oven, like if you have to put it in the microwave, warm it up on a medium heat for like a time and a half. So if you're gonna warm it up for a minute, right, or a minute 30 seconds, warm it up at 50% for 2 minutes, okay? And that will help your food help prevent your food from drying out and or turning rubbery because they're cooking it more. All right. So, but during the week, while people were working, I would cook, have food, and deliver it right away. On the weekend or all week long for the weekend, I was trying to take orders, and then I would deliver it in the afternoon. But still, usually in the afternoon, I would try. Like it depends on what time I finished my cook and what time I started on Friday night. But excuse me, I usually try to have the food cooled or chilled a little bit. I never wanted it to be like sitting out all day long from to when I handed it to them. Yep. You ain't ready, you're right on the same path. Big orders cooked the day before so you can prep. That's exactly it, Benji. I agree. Look, you ain't ready, I do too. I am still a barbecue pusher in my own mind. In my own mind, I used to, no, I mean, I sold so much food out of the trunk of my car, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. What was the most challenging on-site grilling cook I have done? I actually did a video about it. It was called like lessons learned from the block party slash go. It was like going away party, I think. Man, I sold a lot of food out of the trunk of my car. Benjamin, how you doing this evening? We're kind of winding down. We've been at this, or I've been at this for 2 hours. So it's almost time for me to go to bed. Benjamin, sorry, man. Nice. That's what's up. Yes, Preston, you definitely have some work to do on Instagram. Benji, that sounds pretty dope. So Benjamin, I told stories about how going to Austin and having barbecue, Kansas City and having barbecue, San Antonio, and then most recently, what brought this out is I was in Connecticut over the weekend. I don't know if you saw, I took that smoker up to Tom. Tom lives in Massachusetts. So on my way back from Massachusetts, I stopped in Connecticut and had barbecue at a friend's barbecue spot. You ain't ready? I would love to. You know what it is? I've started to be able to get to the point where I can travel more because my kids are a little older. So I hadn't really done much air travel. It's been probably, I want to say like 7 or 8 years since I flew on a plane. Nah, maybe not that long. Nah, it might have been 7 or 8 years since I flew on a plane, with the exception of when we just went to Germany. Um, we don't fly. There's five of us. There's five people in my family. Airfare is just too damn expensive. If we need to go somewhere, we're driving, or we're not going. So, yeah. I'm hoping to do more travel, more air travel soon. But Anzio, thank you very much, man. Thank you for hanging out with us and by extension, me. Definitely. But I'm hoping to get, I gotta get back to Austin. I got to. Yeah, buddy, it was. God, man, Benjamin, I would love to. I don't necessarily know about Vietnam or Iceland, but I would love to. Time, man, it was nothing. Like I said, what's 6 hours one way? I do, and that's the thing, Benjamin. I do travel. It's just we travel. Like I'll drive to a port to get on a cruise ship. I'll drive 10, 12 hours with no problem. I just don't fly, and that's because if I'm traveling with my entire family, that's five fares, and it's far easier and cheaper for me to spend 10 hours driving and go through 1 tank of gas or 2 tanks of gas than it is for me to spend $5,000 for airfare. I mean, I love Gates, man. Hi, may I help you? Yeah, I have 5 people in my family. 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to Asia, nothing costs anything. All right, man. Whew. 7 deep. I can't do it. You get a count over $28 a month in Asia. I'm telling you, Preston, man, I'm all about pop culture. Benji. Now, I remember them saying, "Hi, may I help you?" Now I know why your name says you ain't ready. My man said he has 5 kids, 4 girls, 1 boy, from the 8th grade to 11th. I said, y'all pray for him. See, that's your own daggone fault. You know when the mommy and the daddy really love y'all should have stopped that a long time ago. 5 kids, and you got 4 girls, man. What, Benji? If they don't say hi, your meal is free. Goodness. Benjamin says he pays more in child support than you do traveling. Not even gonna discount that or disagree with you or anything like that, man. Goodness, that is crazy. I'm potent too, but I went to go see Dr. Chop because anytime my wife and I were talking about extending our family, boom, like, yeah, it wasn't even nothing but a word. Like, seriously, I went to see Dr. Chop, and one of the best decisions I've ever made. Benji says he has twin girls and they're 8. Yes, Kevin, you absolutely have to know what you want when you walk in the gates. He ain't ready since I pay more in groceries than he does in his mortgage. Quit traveling, you hammers. Yep. No way. I'm telling you, go see Dr. Chop. If you want to talk about it offline, I will talk about it to anyone that has a question. Like, seriously, get over whatever it is, whatever stigma you think it is, and if you want to have a candid conversation about it, I'm ready. I went and saw Dr. Chop when my daughter was 3. And I just say Dr. Chop, but you know, I don't even remember the guy's name, the doctor that did it. But I mean, it was an outpatient procedure. I drove myself there. I drove myself home. I sat up, and you know, I was supposed to be resting for like the weekend because the procedures only happen on can this conversation change direction? Anyway, best decision I ever made. All right, seriously. Yep. Come on, man. TMI, my butt. Dude, so the reason why I went and had a vasectomy versus her having her tubes tied is because when and or if I ever need to have this reversed, I can. Once for my wife, it is not reversible. So anyway, yes, Benjamin, they call it cachete or cheeks. Anyway, all right. Well, look, before everybody gets freaked out talking about that, George says he has 4 girls also, 30, 26, 16, 12, and a son that's 17. Man, that sound like measurements on a chick. Dang. Wow. I'm glad that didn't... yeah. You guys, see, this is why we're friends. You get... No, they don't cut any of it off. They block the path. You know, they block the path. So everything is still where it's supposed to be. Is just look, without too much deeper into it. Yeah. But they don't cut them off, I can tell you that. Wow. I know, Candace. Anyway, look, thank you very much, guys, as always, for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Gosh, that's harsh. Anyway, thank you again. Do not forget, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, I don't know. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Eastern, there's a new video that's going to be up. Also, don't forget, I have the first bit of the 10,000 subscriber care package, and it is the intake tubes for a steel drum that you'll have to make. So, those things being said, please, please, please tell someone about my channel. Please help spread the word. Please help me get to 10,000 subscribers. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, you're funny. Got some balls. You ain't ready. Well, you ain't ready. You gotta help me get to 10,000 subscribers. And then once I hit 10,000 subscribers, a video will go up. You'll have to comment. We'll use a webpage comment grabber or whatever to make it fair. And then I will send them out to the winner. Wow. Good night, Benji. RJ, Benji, Benjamin, you ain't ready. Tom, thank you very much. William. Oh, Sonny, man, it's cool. I mean, I do this every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Set a reminder on your calendar or something. I don't know. Yes, hit that like button on the way out. Thank you again, and I am truly gone. Ash Boogie, deuces.